It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. Y'all, I'm back in the chair for another week of great music. It is a Monday, and as usual, we're making it a Metal Monday, and I am pumped today to get back to music from Opeth for the first time in quite a long time. It's been over a year since I reacted to music from Opeth on this channel. It was Deliverance, live at Red Rocks, and I did that episode with my brother. It was my birthday, actually, of 2023, so it's been more than a year, and it's been far too long, and there is something that Opeth is doing that has caught my attention. They have a new album coming out, and they have dropped a brand new single from that upcoming album, and that's the one that we're going to be taking a look at today, and I'm happy that you are with me. The album is going to be called The Last Will and Testament, and it is scheduled to be released on October 11th of this year, just in a few months. It's been since 2019, 5 years ago, since Opeth last released a studio album, and this one is very highly anticipated because it's their first fully concept album since Still Life, and they released that one back in 1999. So it's going to be quite interesting to get into another narrative album from Opeth. This story takes place just after World War I, and it tells the story of a wealthy, conservative patriarch whose last will and testament reveals some shocking family secrets. It's a great premise for a story. And as the album begins, the will is being read in his mansion, and it's noted, at least on Wikipedia here as they're talking about this, that there is a young orphan girl with polio who has been raised by the family who is present at this reading of the Last Will and Testament, and it raises some suspicions among some of the family members. So we've already got some really great fodder for some great storytelling, really. And the album, as I look at it, it's going to have about 51 minutes of music broken up into 8 tracks, and the first 7 tracks, this is interesting, y'all, they all have this section symbol as well as a number for their title. So the first song on the album is titled Section 1. Then we got Section 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, all the way until you get to the very last song on the album with the more traditional title, and it's called A Story Never Told. So I'm really looking forward to it, y'all. It's been too long since I heard from Michael and the guys. I actually got a chance to go see them in concert several years ago, and it would be great to get back and see them again. And maybe they'll be playing music from this brand new album. We'll see. So let's do it, y'all. Here is Michael Arkefelt. He is on guitars, lead and backing vocals, mellotron, percussion, music, and lyrics. A lot of stuff from Michael. We've also got Martin Mendez on bass and backing vocals. Frederick Åkesson is on guitars and backing vocals. Joaquin Svalberg is on a whole bunch of keyboards. And a new drummer. The first album with the band for Valtteri Väyrynen. I hope I said that halfway correctly. He is on drums and percussion. And as an added bonus, y'all, we've got Ian Anderson of Jethro Tull and Miriam Åkerfeldt doing some spoken word on this song. And later on the album, Ian is going to be playing flute on a couple of tracks. So I look forward to that. But for now, let's get to it, y'all. I only know how to say Section 1. So it's going to be the first song off of the brand new album from Opeth. It's called, I think, Section 1, and we've got the official lyric video to help us out. So let's get to it, y'all. Here is Opeth with Section 1. Off we go. Okay. Long hallway. They're in the mansion, maybe? What key is that? That is rad, y'all. is some proggy, spooky music. I want to stop it there. Hang on a second. Before they get into anything, what am I hearing? I thought they were in D minor to start with, because it's May, Re, and then they went Fee, a G sharp to an A sharp to an F sharp. It's almost like a whole tone scale. But they had that starting ya dum be da dee. That's what's got my brain just not understanding where they're going here. That's going to be very cool. You know what I'm going to do, y'all? We're only a little bit into this. I want to back it up and get another full shot at it. So re-rack, friends. Here is section 1 again. Whew. Okay. That was incredible. Bum, 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 bum. 2, 3. And the meter's a little bit funky too. Really a fun way to start an album. Listen to those strings. Adds to the eeriness of it. Draped in death, the howl of lore. That's cool. Draped in death. There come the death growls. My time is set to end. Why wallow in self-pity when I confess to you as part of my final plight. It's down by half step. Done with C sharp. Down to an E. This is the last will and testament of Father. See, that's on the B, F, E, Adam. This is rad, y'all. Some really cool, that's the Mellotron. Some really cool echoing. And a major chord! And it resolves to a major chord out of nowhere. Back to minor. Rumors spread fast. Grief on a major chord. Yeah, it's F sharp major. I will unearth the secrets I've been hiding. Got a spider in there. Put your trust in my command. Thin the blood. F a half step, down to C sharp, and then This will and testament of the Father. That has my attention, y'all. Wow. That exceeded my expectations. That makes me really, really pumped to hear this album, friends. Opeth, bringing it. And that sets up this story. I want to hear the rest of the story. Now, if that was a trailer for the new album, you have my interest. Guys, woo! I have no idea what key that was in, y'all. I really don't. Like I said, that doesn't sound like the piece, does it? It's just, but it started in D, ya-dum, and then I was doing that ya-da-dee, and then at some point they came to an F sharp major chord, and I have no idea. That last one was ya-dum, be-dum, ya-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum, be. Weird. Just weird. And the weirdness has my musical brain peaked. That's going to be a fun listen. Woo, y'all. I don't know what to say. I really don't. It's really fascinating, those sounds there. Yeah, where are they going to go next? I don't know. We got to wait till October or until they put out another single. But I think I want to wait till I can hear the whole thing. Because if they put another just little song from this, then I'll really be wanting to hear the rest of it all in one sitting. So maybe I'll wait till October. Maybe this will be an EPL. We don't do many new albums as full extended play listens. We typically go to classic albums that have been out for a long time. But this has my interest, y'all. That was really, really cool. I found a quote from Michael or there's a quote from Michael about this that's listed with the song, at least on YouTube. And it says, or he says, I have become quite interested in family. And the idea that blood is not always thicker than water. That makes sense with that one line in there. Where was it? Blood is not thicker than water. I thin the blood. Put your trust in my command. I thin the blood. I lift my hand. Is from the lyrics there. So Michael says, the idea that blood is not always thicker than water. He says, I became interested in how family members can turn on each other. I saw an interview with this guy whose family had all turned against him over the inheritance. So I wrote a song about that on the last record. The idea has stuck with me, and then along came the TV show Succession. I haven't seen that one yet, but I know a bunch of people have said great things about it. I just am behind, but I would like to watch that one, Succession. He says, and then along came the TV show Succession, and I loved that series. That was in the back of my head as well. It felt like an interesting topic that you could twist and turn a little bit. Yeah, I bet you could. What was that movie a few years ago? Knives Out? Remember that one? Murder mystery set in an old mansion where the family's fighting over inheritance. So this is a storyline of where a family has money and the older generation is getting older and is going to be passing down that inherited wealth to a whole bunch of people who may or may not deserve it and may or may think that they are entitled in some way to at least a portion of it. And egos and feelings and a whole lot of stuff is going to go through the ringer in that process. That sounds like a fun story. And if this song is any indication of what's going to be happening, on the rest of the album, then you can count on me for a purchase. The guys in Opeth, thank you very much for that song. That's going to be great when it comes out. So stay tuned for the rest of this album, y'all. That's going to be, I don't know. I'm excited about it. I don't know what to say. I haven't been as excited about new sounds since I think I heard the latest Haken album. With brand new stuff, and the Big Big Train album from earlier this year. So I don't know. This might be on the top 5 list of 2024 albums before everything is said and done. But we'll wait till the end of the year to figure that out, because it has to come out first and we have to listen to the whole thing. But we need to wait on that. So I think that's going to be all for me today, y'all. I'm looking forward to this album. If y'all haven't heard a bunch from Opeth's back catalog, they don't disappoint, friends. Everything that I've heard from them, it's really musically interesting, and their music always takes some really interesting twists and turns and things that I'm not expecting. Case in point. So wonderful to start off the week with some more music from Opeth, the first time in a long time, and I promise I will get back to them before too long. It's going to be a wonderful thing to hear this album. Awesome. Thanks, y'all, for being with me. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.